Alrighty, I am going to go ahead and do the Hollywood Studios starter page, but I won't yet have a photo, so I'm going to leave a space for a photo. So my idea for these is for each one to have a group photo of us to start with each of those. So I've cut this just at the width between here. I want to take advantage of this decorative part of the paper. So I've cut this a little bit smaller, a half inch narrower than 6 inches. So this is 5.5 inches. And then I cut it a little bit longer so that that can sit on top. But I don't love that those corners show, so I need to make those corners a little more decorative. And so we're going to corner chomp them. And I think I'll be happier with that. And I'm just going to create some layers and some decor, but try and leave a spot for a photo. So as I have said, I am going to ink everything, and I'm also, to adhere these things down, I'm going to use repositionable adhesive, and that way if for some reason I need to move it, I can. So just so I don't forget about that, let's close up my wet glue. Now this is glued together using wet glue, but that's okay. All right. And for, oh yeah, I really like the way that's coming together. I like that. Now I can scooch this all the way up, but I'm really happy with that. Now I'm also going to try and do different, I'm not going to put the title at the top on every one. So I've got this scrap, which I thought might be good down here, and treat it the same with the corner chomping. So I want it a little inside. Let me find a pencil. I want it just inside, so about there. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and am doing a voiceover because my daughter was downstairs cooking or cleaning the kitchen and watching TV, and it was getting louder and louder and louder. So I went ahead and sped this up, and that way it'll be under 10 minutes for this video. But it's only 2 times speed, so it really came together fast, even with all my hemming and hawing. I want to use this ticket somewhere on there. Takes me a while to figure out what else I want to put on there, though. And I end up not adding a ton more, but deciding that, all right, this is going to be a base page, and I may add more in the way of ephemera once I'm finished, or once I have the photo. I was looking at this one. The black was cute, but I used that shiny black in the title, and so, and that's a very faded black in this paper pad. One of them I'm using is the Disney, the Say Cheese Christmas from Simple Stories. And then Vicki Boutin, her new 49 in Market Christmas collection. But some of these papers were actually from some Vicki Boutin paper I had from last year, like that dark green that I'm using. All right, so I go through a lot of the cut aparts trying to find things that I think might work. And I'm just worried about not having enough space for a photo. I'll probably try and do either a 3x4 photo or a little bit smaller than a 4x6, like make the border bigger on a 4x6 photo for these pages. So I'm struggling a little bit without the exact photo because I don't know how I'll want to print it. So just trying to find some things that will work. I know I want the ticket on there, and I'll probably try and include a ticket on every cover page or something like that. And I'm just not finding something that I think will work. And then I'm like, all right, it's Hollywood Studios. Let's do stars. So I pull out my star punch, and I'm going to look for some paper that will work. I'm going to use the same red, even though it's a solid color. I think that's okay. And I want to be able to put the date on each of these title pages as well. So I can put a number on this star, and that be where I put the date in December. And I know it's very simple. It's not a lot of embellishment, but we're gonna make that work. And I do have a date that we're scheduled to go to Hollywood Studios, but who knows, things may change, so I'm not going to put the date on there just yet. So I have these really fun Vicki Boutin enamel dots, and there's some stars on there, so I'm going to do that and some sequins because it's Hollywood Studios, so I think sequins are appropriate. And I don't know how my glue clogged that quickly, but it did. So I'm just going to do a few little sequins. And I'm keeping them low on the page, and obviously I may end up adding some more after I do the photo, and maybe another embellishment or two with the photo, or a tag tucky or something like that. Who knows? And I just tipped them all over the place. And then we'll do a couple at the top. And then add in a couple of those stars. I think I did the stars, yes. And I think I did sort of gold stars on here. And that's it. So let's take a close-up. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to be doing lots of these pages in the month of December, but I also have some Thanksgiving pages for my daughter, and like the last day of her first semester page to do. So I'll try and mix in a few things, but right now just trying to make progress on this album and get ready for it. And I think I'm not going to add anything else right now. I'm just trying some things out. Some of these may be cute on top of the photo when I get there. So here you have it. Thanks a lot, you guys.